Who ready to go?
Ready.
Let's go.
Ready to go.
Roger. Just as good time. We're literally just pulling out the driveway.
Oh, fantastic. So you're on route.
We're going to go, I think I'm going to go just about 100 k's and stop at the BP because it'll charge slow then, and then probably head to Pheasant's Nest. I'll keep you updated. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Safe travels.
See ya.
Bye.
So we're on our way to Newcastle to visit the engineer. Camille and Digger are following up in the Tesla to provide transport while we're up there. We'll be staying with my friend Andrew, who's also doing a full Tesla integration into his Mercedes Sprinter van. It'll be a fairly good test for the Land Rover, just checking everything's reliable and everything works okay. My main concern is actually the front prop shaft, which the replacement one is on the really slow boat from Italy. Yeah, I've got it in chill mode, and so if I accelerate gently like this, it's made a bit of a noise then, but if I accelerate gently, it doesn't make that noise, so yeah, I'll just take it easy. At the last minute, I almost cancelled this trip, thinking that it was too risky taking the car up with the prop shaft sounding like it did. But when I spoke to the engineer, he said he wouldn't be able to get me in for another 3 months, so I thought it was worth the risk. I just found out that it's got a trip consumption thing. I knew it had this. I thought that this was added later. It's different in the later ones. Oh, that's useful. Obviously, that's what it predicted me to do, and this is what I'm on track to do. Arriving at 67%, which is it's slowly going down, slowly getting worse. That's interesting though. So we're going to stop here. Don't actually need to charge, but I thought this would be a good stopping point. May as well charge a little bit, just check everything's okay. Consumption seems to be what I thought. Basically twice what a Model 3 uses. Rapid electric vehicle charging. Rapid? I think it can only do 75 kilowatts. I don't think that should be called rapid anymore. Prop shaft sounds horrible at low speed, not under load. Rapid charges. 75 kilowatt? No, 68 kilowatts now.
Is this for real?
I hope so. Otherwise, this is.
So what are you charging in it? Is the car electric?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I take a photo?
Sure.
That's so cool. Is this the first one ever? Yeah.
Oh, it's the first of this sort.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool. What do you think it is? That is so cool. Well done.
See ya.
You'll get people requesting them all day long.
It's a nice slow charge. It's good.
67 kilowatts on the Tesla Rover. Cool.
Well, heading off from Morawin, and I've got the aircon on because it's warming up out there. In fact, it's getting a bit toasty. Camille's just going ahead. We're almost at Pheasant's Nest, 5 minutes away. Old Holden FX down to 61%, really riding the top end of the battery. Interested in the battery temperatures have just stayed the same, so it's not trying to cool down the battery temperatures after charging. There are 150 kilowatt charges up here, so hopefully I'll be high enough not to charge too quick. Oh, busy with trucks, Jesus. Lots of trucks. So it's 61%, 106 kilowatts. So we charged to 91% there. It's great how they have a dog park here. It's awesome for Digger. Starting to come into Sydney, getting close to Campbelltown. traffic will start building up. I feel like we're doing the anti-out-of-spec charging system. Just charge at the top of the battery. You're coming in at 81%. Camille has to charge at some stage, so she'll charge here at the supercharger. I'll charge too. And I was looking here, we've used 58 kilowatt hours to get here, so I didn't need to do any of those other charges. Would have made it here easily. Oh, Model S, early one. Until I've done more testing, I just sort of want to charge slowly, and I can't adjust the fast charge rate at all. And it charges at high current at the bottom end of the battery. It charges very fast, and it charges a lot slower at the top, like all batteries, all lithium batteries. Charges a lot slower at the top, so I'm trying to charge at the top, i.e. the opposite of what you'd usually do on a trip like this. Charging nice and slow, 52 kilowatts. So I need to calibrate this. This is working. We're not doing 250 kilowatts. So we need to get some lunch anyway, so that's fine. Cool. It's the first time I've heard the fans cool. So it's obviously some battery cooling there. Right, so leave the Land Rover here for a sec to charge, and I'm going to go over and meet Camille and get some lunch. Just charging at the charger. So this is Camille's first charge, and she needs to charge for 2 more minutes.
Is it nice?
It's up to you. You know, a great spot to have a bit of lunch. Hey? Yeah. You've already had your seat.
He has.
Oh.
Yeah.
So had a nice lunch break at Campbelltown. It's only a couple hundred k's from here. Luckily, good thing is nothing that interesting to report, which is good.
Dreams coming real soon. Turn those branches till the dawn. It's so bright, we'll be reborn. Wire it up, connect the heart. Ride the future with a fresh new start.
Gun it, dude, gun it. Well, pretty much there. Pretty cool trip. Did really well. Prop shaft sounds the same as it did when I left, which is good. It's not getting worse. So nice having decent navigation built into the car. Far out, that's so good. Battery efficiency and range, pretty much exactly what I thought it would be. So yeah, no surprises there. Charged well. I'm really happy with how it went, to be honest. It's great. Next stage though. Got an appointment with the engineer tomorrow morning. My friend Andrew up here is staying with him, being very generous to host us. I'm going to go see the engineer tomorrow. It's exciting. 118 kilowatt hours to get up here, so less than a Cybertruck battery. That's about 280 watt hours a kilometre with the 12% difference. So pretty happy with that. Andrew not only fed us, but also the Land Rover. In between being introduced to limoncello spritz and taking the Land Rover to be inspected by the engineer, we also got a chance to have a look at some of Andrew's projects. So you got the whole battery, holus bolus.
Holus bolus. If I do the slide on
hard to know what
I'll put the matching part on the
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is proper full integration. Sprinter shell.
Yeah, so I've cut the front off, taken the lens off.
Andrew is doing a full Tesla integration into his Sprinter van.
You can see there's a huge amount of space.
Yeah. I'm sort of jealous of how much space he has to work with. Oh, you got the screen in? That looks great there, actually.
You see the phone charger?
Oh, yeah. Nice. The penthouse?
So yeah, the penthouse is in.
Man, is this going to be an awesome camper or what? It's going to be a truly amazing machine when he's done, and we're looking forward to doing some fun trips together. I'll link to his channel in the description. So you joined me back in the Land Rover, heading back home after our engineering trip. I didn't film any of the engineering part because I don't know, it seemed a bit rude and had other things to worry about, I guess. Stayed with Andrew on the Wednesday night, which was really nice, and Andrew came down to engineering with me. Literally the engineer is, I don't know, 200 metres away from where Andrew lives, so that was super convenient. Yeah, met the engineer at his place and gave him a weighbridge certificate, and I did up a spec sheet with all the details just to make it easy for him, VIN number and original weights and current weights and, weight balances, brake specs, as much as I could just to make it easy for him. And he basically just took a photo of everything. Then went inside and he started filling out his forms. A couple of questions. So it failed. To me, it feels like it's a pass though, because the things he failed it on were all really easy. So first thing was it needs an odometer, an accurate odometer. So as I said, this is 12% out, so the odometer's got to be 12% out as well. So yeah, I told him I've got the speedo on the dash here, which is accurate, but I also need the odometer on this screen as well, and it has to be a 6-digit odometer. Now, why has this car got its hazard lights on? It's weird. So that's easy. I can just read the, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to easily read the CAN bus odometer from the Tesla and do a mathematical thing to make it accurate. I can even, because he sort of said too, if it's not, obviously this odometer in the Tesla's only done 27,000 k's, whereas the Land Rover's done 270,000 k's or something. So he sort of said, we can write a thing saying that the odometer's not accurate, but I could make it 100% accurate. I can do whatever I want, so yeah, that's easy. The other thing is the headlights that I've got, the LED headlights. He's not sure if they comply or not, basically because they don't have enough writing on them. So I'll change the headlights, that's really easy too. Ones that I know are certified. He wants me to do a Platronic brake test. So it's sort of like a dyno for brakes. So he's explaining it. You drive onto a ramp thing at only about 5 kilometres an hour, and obviously put the brakes on, and it gives you a report, and it has load cells on each wheel that can, measure the braking force and see how even it is front to back, and even each individual wheel. Yeah, apparently I'd never heard of them before, but I just got to go to a place that's got a Platronic brake tester, and it's not that expensive, I don't think either. So that's easy. That would have been nice to know beforehand, because I could have done that beforehand. Maybe he didn't know I'd changed the brakes, the rear brakes. So that was the final thing. So I've put the Tesla Model 3 brake calipers on, and they work great, and the park brake especially works great. But the problem I had was the Land Rover rotors are 14 millimetres thick, whereas the Tesla ones are 20 millimetres thick, and he's worried about the piston coming out too far in the Tesla one, because they're not designed for thinner ones, and I don't know, cocking over. And I'm not worried because I've tested it and wound them all the way in without the rotor in it. And so he was suggesting put a spacer in, which is actually what I did initially, but then I heard that you're not allowed to put a spacer in it because it'll fail engineering. So I'll just put that spacer back in. I actually think the way I've done it is better, the MG4. I basically modified, like I say, the Tesla has a little metal tab when the brake pad wears down to a point, it just makes a horrible noise. Basically, that's end of life for your brake pads and you need to replace them. So I basically moved that tab 3mm in, so they'll make that horrible noise 3mm sooner. I'll do what he said. It's easy to do. So just those 4 things. So that's great. Yeah, I'll just take photos and send it up to him. Yeah, so that's actually really good. Yeah, it's a fail, but like that's a pretty good fail. Like they're all really easy to fix. So Camille's following along behind me here. That's her there. I've got to thank Andrew so much for hosting us up there. It's really generous, letting us stay there and feeding us. And anyway, I really appreciate that. So thanks, Andrew. Cruising home should be pretty straightforward. The prop shaft hasn't exploded. Hopefully I'll make it home without it exploding. And then, yeah, I might get the new one late next week, so that'd be good to get as well. All right, let's keep cruising up with the aircon on, and might turn the tunes up and just enjoy the drive.
Electric Rover, here you go. Silent journey, watch us go. From the past to the future glide. Electric Rover, let's take a ride.
So back home, made it back from Newcastle, no worries at all. Really happy with how the trip went. Car was faultless, other than, the prop shaft kept making the horrible noises that it's been making. It didn't get any worse. Hopefully I'll have the new one soon. Charging was a non-issue. Engineering wise, I've got to be super happy with how that went as well. I wasn't expecting it just to pass straight away. That's, not a reasonable thing to expect. But to be honest, it sort of feels like it did. The minor things that he wanted done are pretty easy to fix and pretty minor really. So I definitely can't complain with what he was saying about that. So as I said in the previous video, in New South Wales, you're allowed to drive it to get it certified. There's no distance limit, as long as you drive it sort of straight there. After I'd finished with him, he called it a safe to drive letter, basically saying vehicle does not pose an imminent risk to road safety. So technically, if he was worried about it, he could have said, no, the vehicle's not safe to drive, and I guess then I would have had to fix it up there or get it tilt trade back or something. But yeah, he was obviously happy with it. According to the Road Transport Regulation 2007, the vehicle referred to above has failed to achieve certification and has been assessed as not posing an imminent risk to road safety. The vehicle is permitted to be driven by the most direct and convenient route to the closest place where repairs may be carried out. If I did get pulled over, that's a good thing to show the police, just to make sure that they're happy. 4 things I've got to do. I need to put an accurate 6-digit odometer in. Requires a Platronic brake test. Must have pedal pressure. Proportioning should be 75% front, 25% rear. Either need documentation for existing headlights or fit ADR compliant lights with documentation. And the brake caliper travel must be consistent with disc thickness, e.g. machine spacer between caliper piston and inner pad to correct for disc thickness. So I've already done that actually. It's just, I've already got the perfect thing. I just got to put it in. So they're really easy. So I'm going to try and get them done as soon as possible. I've actually ordered the headlights already. I'll book the brake test in, do the other things, they won't take long. So yeah, hopefully I can get them done quickly. Problem is we're coming up to Christmas. I'm probably going to be lucky if it's all certified by Christmas. If he's got nothing else on and just does it straight away, I will. But being realistic, he's going on holiday, so I might have to wait for him to get back from holiday. But I'm going to get everything done as soon as possible and all the details emailed up to him, just in case that's the case. So soon, this beast will be legal to drive on the road and we can do some fun trips. Really looking forward to that.
Electric